What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. So today we are going to take a look at the released Daredevil from the TV series She-Hulk, one of their best sellers ever. And you can pre-order this. I believe it's out of stock right now, but it'll go back at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. This shot is good. I'm gonna admit this shot is really good because he's in the dark. Okay, let's talk about the figure. I do have. Okay, I'm going to start off with a disclosure. I'm a huge Daredevil fan, specifically the Netflix series. So I'm a little biased when it comes to Daredevil and the figure. Because I still do have the first release. It's not perfect, it needs beefing up. But I truly enjoy having that and still having it up to this point. And Punisher. This is a good alternative for those who missed out on this. However, let's take a few notes in here. I'm not a big fan of the faceplate that they used. I'm not sure what happened here, but it's his 5 o'clock shadow is not as pronounced as the first Daredevil. It almost feels like it's blonde. I don't know why, but and he lacks that different expression as well. So I'm not a big fan of that. The suit looks like it is, we all know it's yellow. It's a throwback to his old suit from the comics and whatnot. Obviously, we all want the red suit, which is we're gonna get from Born Again. Is this a good filler in between? Sure. It looks like they made some improvements. I'm still not a huge fan of the proportions because it doesn't feel heroic type. You know what I mean? I can assume at this point that the glasses cannot be removed because it's always there. Or maybe you could. Maybe it's the case of Catwoman where you're not supposed to remove it, but collectors were able to still remove it. So I'm guessing that is the case. It doesn't bother me all that much. Does it have purrs? He's blind, so let's just put it that way. He could move pretty well. I would say better than the first one because I saw a heroic landing pose, which may be doable in the first one. I just didn't care to do that. Keep in mind, this is kind of like, I don't know what. Is this like a pleather-like material that they used, or this is more like Spider-Man? I'm guessing this is more like the first one, who could flake. So just keep that in mind. I like his, I don't know what you call this, batons or whatever sticks that he uses, because now it does have that string, which makes that effect. Which is cool. I do like it. It's a bit shorter. The lack of faceplate is not ideal. This is a variant of the Daredevil that we know of. If you don't want a reminder of She-Hulk, and I know a lot of people did not enjoy that series, you might not want to get this. Because even if you do like the character, this might just remind you of that, show. It won't for me. This is Daredevil. And I love, the portrayal of Daredevil on Netflix. They said this is the best thing that happened to She-Hulk. And even at that, if you read at the comments on Facebook regarding this release, it's, it kind of overshadowed what Daredevil did prior to She-Hulk. And that's unfortunate because, like I said, I love Daredevil. Hopefully he'll redeem himself. I don't know. There's something about the face, but like this look right here, it just doesn't scream the actor Charlie Cox. I don't know. It just feels like the first one was better, and I was expecting more. Like this shot right here just doesn't do it for me. Maybe this shot right here, yeah, this is a little better, but still, I don't know. Something, maybe the nose, how it's positioned, the lips, the 5 o'clock shadow, something just doesn't sit right with me. Maybe it's just me. The arms are a little beefed up, which is good. There's a few weathering on the armors here and there. Again, I'm still not a big fan of like the chest needs a little puffing, maybe the shoulders. The biggest complaint back in the first Daredevil was the traps or the lack of. Um, they sort of address that here, not completely still. The chest still not puffed out a little bit because he's not a big dude, but he's in shape. But let's be honest, those suits that they wear, they do have padding to, accentuate some areas of the body. I think his arms are a little, at least, beefier this time. See, this shot right here, it doesn't even look like the actor. I don't know. I don't know what happened in between, but maybe it's just me. I don't know because I'm looking at my Daredevil right now in front of me, and it just doesn't feel the same, if you know what I mean. But hey, whatever, man. Am I gonna get this? I think I eventually will. And as much as I love Daredevil, and I was like, I'm gonna get this because he's still Daredevil. This is one of those figures where everyone doesn't want it, and maybe he'll wear it, and maybe Born Again would be really good, and he'll wear this once, and everyone's gonna want this. Um, I didn't pre-order this in a day where if you didn't pre-order, you're screwed. I did not. I wasn't sure if I wanted this. I know I wanted this. I wasn't sure if I want to pay MSRP for this. And I'll play the waiting game. And if it doesn't pan out for me, then it doesn't. I'll just put it that way. I want to have this, but this is not a must have, even though I love Daredevil. It's just, it's one of those things where I want it, but I'm not ready to commit to it. This pose right here, I don't know if you can do that for the first one. Not the best one because his arm is all the way extended. It just doesn't look natural. Even still, the backhand doesn't resemble the Spider-Man landing pose per se. But I'm willing to give it a go. Because of these, quote unquote upgrades. Guess they should have narrowed maybe the waistline a little bit to give that V-shaped taper. I don't know, man. Just Hot Toys, work on the proportions here. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to you, really. I still like it. I still think it's a solid figure. It doesn't feel like a figure right now. It doesn't compare to like the Black Adams and like the Peacemakers that we gotten. But decent enough, and on the right price, maybe on BSTs one day. I still wanted to have them. But until then, I'll stick with my old one. And if you are not going to pick this up, there is a Born Again one for sure. But let me know in the comments down below. How do you feel about this figure? Are you going to pick this up? Are you willing to overlook the show? Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.